Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the ninth episode of Foreplay with B. Good evening, welcome, everyone. So tonight I have some good topics for you guys, as normal, as usual, as normal, whatever you want to say. But I appreciate you all. I love you all. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, grab something to drink, grab something to smoke, and get ready to tune into some of these good topics. Now, as always, before I actually get started, I need to talk about the amazing lineup that we have on the Big Exclusive Network. So starting Monday through Friday, start your mornings off right with my big brother, Big Roll, with Big Roll and the keeping it real with Big Roll in the AMs. He calls himself Mr. Coffee. So take a sip, get yourself some positive vibes, and get your day started off right. Tune into that show. It's definitely good. You don't want to miss that. Tuesday nights we have what they call the big ticket, the thing that started it off, the big exclusive podcast, Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. with Angry OG, big exclusive, and comedian Top Flight. Again, check out the show. Dope content. Stay woke, stay black. Check it out. Wednesday nights, make sure you guys check out my slutty buddy, Angry OG, with the formula. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. After his show, then you will want to slide down the rabbit hole with me, the first lady of the Rabbit Hole 13, and my brothers, comedian Taj Mahal and Mr. Cheese. Guys, tune into that show Wednesdays at 9 p.m. If you missed it last night, you can catch the replay. And I'm telling you, you watch one episode, you'll probably be hooked. Thursday nights. Then check me out with me and my co-hosts Coco and Chanel for Play with B Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Grown folks talk some real stuff. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far what I'm putting out because I'm enjoying talking to you. So check me out, me and my co-hosts Coco and Chanel Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Fridays, we are looking for new content. So if you guys are interested or have anybody in mind, make sure you send a video audition to either the real big exclusive at gmail.com. If we like what you see, you may be part of the network. Then Saturdays are dedicated to Fat Gene Activated. So if you guys haven't already subscribe to the YouTube channel. It pops up whenever. So you don't want to miss that. Good show. You like food, you're greedy, little fat, whatever. You want to check that out. Then Sunday mornings, you will want to check out the Eagles Philadelphia game day special, hosted by Poppy Montega every Sunday at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Again, ladies, you may learn something if you say pass interference, he threw a flag on a play, unnecessary roughness. He may marry you. I don't know. Check it out. Poppy's there to educate us. So, ladies, you shouldn't be intimidated by their show because you might learn something. And if you didn't get enough of him that morning, check him out that night on the Poppy Montega show. As I always say, one of his personalities just might pop up. You never know who you're going to see on that show. It's highly entertaining and educational at the same time. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. So then that way you can catch all of the big exclusive content and any replays and any up and coming shows there. Also, we have the big exclusive merchandise hoodies on deck. If you're interested, they're very comfortable. I got mine. Hit up Angry OG and Big Exclusive. I don't know why I froze on that. Forgot. I don't know. Also, my website will be coming out shortly for all of your adult needs. I will be keeping you posted with their launch date, so stay tuned for that. Also, always support Black business as always. That's what we like to say around here. So be supportive. Also, if you haven't already done so, please join my Facebook group, BB's Beauties, for some positive inspiration, uplifting messages and things of that nature. If you are somebody that are positive, may need to pick me up, this may be the group for you. All ladies are welcome, men are also welcome. Because I know y'all need love too sometimes. Just don't be a creep. That's all I ask. And also, you can join the Rabbit Hole 13's Facebook group for hilarious content and inappropriate memes and things if that's your twist. So I think I got all of that out the way. If I forgot anything, as I always say, I apologize. But all the important things I believe I hit. So Before we get started, it's time for the introduction. Most of y'all know me. I am Bianca Monroe, aka Miss Monroe if you're nasty. I'm a self-proclaimed free spirit who marches to the beat of my own drum. I don't subscribe to the social norms or anything of that nature. So, yeah, if you're one and all, this may be the show for you. Also, my motto is be yourself because an original is worth more than a copy. Now it's time for the disclaimer. For all of the newcomers, if you're not familiar with the show, this is not a kid friendly show. So I suggest you put your AirPods, headphones, whatever it is that you use, go to another room because I am not responsible for anything that your kid may hear and or repeat at school because that's generally when they do it. And I will not be held responsible for that. Now, the purpose of the show is to have you step out your comfort zone while getting comfortable in your own skin and letting your freak flag fly. As always, this is a safe space and will be treated as such. Any disrespect will not be tolerated. You will be muted and booted. I did it, guys. I didn't say muted. Muted or booted. There it is. Try me not. But anyway, we're all grown, so respect is key as always. So let's just sit back, have some fun, keep it light, and as always, welcome to the Playhouse. Um, so yeah, that's it. Now, before we get into everything, let's go to the comments, and we have Mimi. Good evening. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for coming, tuning in. Tiff, thanks for coming past and sharing. Hey, Poppy. Again, Poppy Montega has his shows Sunday morning and Sunday night, so make sure you check them out. What up, B? What up, twins? Hey, everybody. Thank you. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, sharing, and tagging at the same time. Now, before I get into anything, last week we were supposed to do a Thanksgiving show. The show got canceled for some unforeseen circumstances. I promise you guys to be able to come on and talk about whatever you're thankful for and how your Thanksgiving was. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity. Mimi is going to put the link in the chat. You guys can pop in whenever you want to, and we'll discuss the Thanksgiving and all of that before we get started or throughout the show, whichever, however, I don't know. Yeah, so let's see. Like I said, before we get started, if there's anybody that wants to pop in, Mimi, please make sure you put the link in the chat so therefore everybody will be able to click it, join, and let me know when someone is backstage so we can bring them in. In the meantime, between time, I guess we might as well get started until that happens. My first segment I like to call Secret and Spice. It's an icebreaker that I like to do with everyone that's here. Might as well be nosy and get to know each other. Y'all don't understand how bad these cards get on my nerves. I might need a new icebreaker. So any suggestions, let me know. Because I'm tired of having to keep up with them. So just let me know. If anybody have any suggestions or ideas, I will gladly appreciate it. But and like I said, in the meantime, between time, we got to keep it what it is. Keep it fresh, keep it funky, keep it new. Anyway, so this first game is called, I normally start with this one. Let's do this one. This first game is called Would You Rather. On this game, you would have to answer. Okay, the universe already picked the cards. You have to answer this question. You can't say either, you can't say both. So if you don't have an answer, if it don't apply, let it fly. But let's start. I think I might have did this, but I'm not sure. First question. Would you rather suck at foreplay or suck at, I think I did this one. I believe I did. So let's not do that one. Would you rather have sex every day of the week, no matter what, or just once a month? A question again. Would you rather have sex every day of the week, no matter what, or just a month? Hi, Tony. Thanks for tuning in. Mimi said every day. Okay. Every day. Every day of the week, no matter what, or just once a month. Poppy with every day. Every day. I'm going to go with That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with every day though, because I don't think I could just go with once a month. So I guess every day will be my answer. Lisa said once a month. Tiff said great sex once a month. I enjoy intimacy. Good thing that you said that. That's the key word tonight, intimacy. Glad you put that in there. That right, Lisa, that was definitely tough. Once a month. I can't go once a month though. I just can't see me doing once a month. Every day may be a burnout though, but Poppy said these balls will be blue. Tony said every day me please sir, thank you. Thank you. Lisa said there's 24 hours in a day. Mimi saying once a month is not enough. I agree. But I don't know if every day of the week. That's 7 days a week. That's a lot of what's that shit called when you get the friction? the heat rash, not the heat rash, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The rash. That's a lot. Intimacy into me. I see love group. Once a month is not enough. It's not. Chafing. Thank you, Mimi. See, that's why. Yeah, that's why you, my girl. Again, for anybody that came in, I believe Tony just came in. I'm not sure if she was watching, but the link will be in the chat for anyone who's welcome to come in and tell me what you guys are thankful for. Now moving on. Would you rather make out with someone at a nightclub or make out with someone at a funeral? I'm going to read that again. Would you rather make out with someone at a nightclub or make out with someone at a funeral? It said sex that includes head. That's true. Oral sex is head. Guys, for the ones that don't know, oral sex is sex, I meant to say, for the people that don't know. Lisa said a nightclub. Mimi said, damn, funeral. Wait, are you picking a funeral or are you saying, damn, that the option was a funeral? I'm confused. Poppy is a funeral. That's a little different. Tony said a nightclub. I'm going to have to go with a nightclub. I mean, I'm inappropriate, but I'm not that inappropriate. A funeral is something sacred. I don't want to, yeah. Less chance of the box being hot. Mimi, oh, you're picking a funeral. That's interesting. Okay. Next question. Would you rather would you rather sex or Zoom sex? Okay, question again. Would you rather sex or Zoom sex? Sex is sending a sexy text messages back and forth, or Zoom sex for the ones who don't know. That's kind of, like video chat. I would pick Zoom sex. I'm visual. I want us to come together. Mimi said sexting. That was hard. It definitely was hard. No pun intended. But yeah, Zoom sex for me. Lisa, video chat me. Tony, both of them. You can't pick both, one or the other. Sex or Zoom sex? I want Zoom sex. You can give me Zoom sex all day. Anybody else? Any more takers? No? Okay. So, yeah, Zoom sex seemed like it will be fun. It's a video. You can see me, I can see you, and can take screenshots on Zoom. Can you? Oh, I guess. Send me them pics and let me spank my monkey in. Why not do it together? Like, y'all not there together, so y'all might as well, y'all can still come together. I guess. It's not like you got a lot of, like with a phone, you got to hold a phone, though. Like a video, you could just prop your laptop up and Poppy Montega, right? Don't watch me. Oh, okay. Don't watch you. Cool. Another one to put a pin in. Don't watch me. Got you. So moving on. This next game is called Drink If or Smoke If. Again, this is a 420 friendly show. I don't really be having the time because I gotta run my mouth all day, but it's definitely a 420 friendly show. So if you don't drink, if you're smoking, put the smoke emoji in the chat. If you're drinking, put the cocktail emoji if it applies. You can plead the fifth, but most of the time we believe that you did it anyway. And you can also include a backstory if you like. First question is, Drink or smoke if you cheated on anyone. Drink or smoke if you cheated on anyone. Poppy said too much trying to balance the phone and all that. But that's what sexting is. You gotta hold the phone with the picture, get the right. Just give me a laptop and I'm cool. Poppy is smoking. How many times you cheated? And did you get caught? I want to know. I've cheated. I've been cheated on and I've been the cheater. But I don't think I've ever initiated the cheating first. I always had to get my lick back because they didn't want to leave. Hello, coldest Mika ever. That's what a tripod is for. Okay, all right. So you going to put the phone up on the tripod for sex? Or the no, you said video chat me. That was your excuse. I mean, that was your not your excuse. That was your pick. The video chat. Yes, that's exactly what a tripod is for. Thank God for that invention. Now, drink if you ever cheated on anyone. Next question. Drink if you dump someone over text. Drink or smoke if you dump someone over text. Sade is drinking. Hey, boo, Sade is drinking. Mimi is smoking. I don't think, did I ever dump somebody over text? Lisa's drinking. Coldest Mika ever is smoking. I did. It wasn't really a dump though. It was more so like yeah, I can't do this shit no more. Then they called and then I dumped them. But I don't think I ever said it was over in a text message. Hey, and Tony said not at all. Okay. Next question. Drink if you ever been refused entry to a club. Drink or smoke if you ever been refused entry to a club. Yeah, that never happened. So Mimi is smoking once. The club? What was the name of the club? You know what? I'm lying. I only felt guilty cheating if the sex was bad. Oh, so if it was good sex, then fuck it. Poppy is smoking. Sade is drinking because she didn't have her ID. That was my same one. I'm lying. I had my ID, but my ID was expired. And you know how you don't pay attention to the expiration date until you go somewhere and then a motherfucker tell you like, oh, your shit is expired. So that's what happened. And then they didn't let me in. I was legit. It was a legit joint and they just didn't let it happen. Mimi, I went to Virginia and they wasn't letting nobody else in. Got you. Tony, wait, what was the question? Drink if you ever been refused entry to a club. Or smoke if that's your thing. Next question. Drink or smoke if you slept with a coworker. That has happened to me too at Fat Tuesday in a club in AC, shaking my head. Yeah, it's like, who pays attention to the expiration date? I don't. I know I don't. Mimi is smoking. Cheers. I slept with one coworker before. It didn't end badly though. I would never do it again. I was working at Comcast at the time. He was in the sales department. I was in a customer service department. So we wasn't like in the same department. So I guess that's probably why I didn't get messy. But yeah. Coldest Mika ever says she actually married him. Congratulations. Are y'all still married? Are y'all happy? Poppy, damn, I've never slept with a Wait, what? You never slept with a coworker? I find that hard to believe. Poppy never slept with a coworker. Don't. I mean, I don't suggest it because I know how bad shit can get. But yeah. Mimi, we got into a relationship and then I got pregnant with Trip. Wait, what? I had to take a sip of that. We got into a relationship and then I got pregnant with triplets. Whew, I guess Mimi won. You won. So they always wanted to creep and do it at work. Not my job. I'll do it at his job. Don't do it at I don't want to do it at my job because I don't want to mess up my money. But hey, my slutty buddy is in the building, Angry OG. Again, make sure you check him out Tuesday nights on the Big Exclusive Podcast at 7 p.m. I don't want to say why 7 a.m. I don't know why I was wanting to say that. And then also check him out Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on The Formula. My slutty buddy is officially in the building. Poppy, what you mean you find it hard to believe you know something I don't? No. I don't know anything. I just wouldn't have never thought that you never slept with a coworker. I'm just saying. That's generally a man, not generally a man thing, but most niggas be trying to knock everything down walking at their job. I don't know. So, Angry OG, since you just came in, you can either drink. I know you don't drink, but whatever. Drink if you slept with a coworker. I know he did it. Now, it ain't no question about that. I know he definitely hit a coworker too. Or three. Poppy Montega, probably because you Poppy. See? I find it hard to believe. Mimi is laughing, and Angry OG, I slept with a few. Exactly. I ain't even had to ask the question. I already knew that. But I was definitely shocked by Poppy's answer. I ain't shocked a lot, but Poppy, yeah, you definitely shocked me with that one. Consider me shocked. Anyway, again, for everybody that's new that came on because Thanksgiving show was canceled, and if you guys want to tell us what you're thankful for, there's a link in the chat that you guys can click, pop up, and tell us. If not, whatever, that's fine too. And again, all the newcomers, make sure you guys are liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you are a newcomer, put hashtag newcomer in the chat. That way we could shout you out, show you some love, and all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys are tagging friends, and yeah, that's it. So that was fun, right? Everybody got, a little bit more cozy and all of that. Like I said, we got some nice topics tonight, so make sure you guys are comfortable in all of that. Angry OG, I've always worked around women. I can see that. I can definitely see that, and I can definitely you knocking friends down, sisters down, aunts and nieces down. I can see that. Poppy, I didn't work many jobs where women was around. All my real jobs was automotive industry. You know how that go. She might have been, if it was a chick though, she might have been bad under her overalls. I don't know. I don't know. So moving on. Again, like I said, tonight we have some good topics. So it's now time to possibly, hey Lil, good evening. Sorry, I'm late. Doesn't matter if you're late. I'm glad that you showed up. Anyway, get into some topics. We're going to get into some pillow talk really, really quickly. And again, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know. If not, sorry. I ran through Key Mercy like to put my nigga. I drink to that. I came across one bad female tech that was in school. Did you knock her down? Never mind. Fuck it. Did you knock her down? Sometimes you just gotta sleep with a coworker. New market. My only thing about a coworker, like I said, I did it one time. It didn't go bad because we were in two separate departments. We never got into a relationship afterwards, so it wasn't really no drama or anything like that. It's kind of like a hookup, which we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the wave of the hookup culture and things of that nature. So seems like a perfect segue. No, Ricans don't like me. They love me. I don't know what it is. No, Ricans don't like me either, Poppy. It's more like Africans and Jamaicans. Africans and Jamaicans, I don't know what it is. I'm like fucking, they're like moths to a flame with me and they don't go away. That's how I know they're crazy. They're crazy. But I've never really had a Puerto Rican. They don't like me either. I don't know. Maybe I'm too dark. I had a whole full relationship with this on the side with somebody at the job. He never ceases to amaze me. How did that? I mean, okay. I can see it. I could definitely see it. But again, The first topic of the night, we're talking about the hookup culture. So for those that don't know what it means or what it is, I'm going to break it down to you. So Mimi, can I please get the first slide, please? And the second one. So hookup culture is one that accepts and encourages casual sex encounters, including one night stands and other related activity without necessarily including emotional intimacy, bonding, or a committed relationship. Thank you for that. So we've all been there. If we haven't, I feel sorry. I don't feel like you lived. But we all been there. Hookups. One night, I never had a one night stand. My one night stand turned into something else. Originally it was supposed to be a one night stand, but of course, didn't happen that way. We started fucking more than once, so technically it wasn't. The funny thing is, though, I lied about my name. I told him my name was Sheila. So I don't know why Sheila is my go-to name. Taj, hey babe, that's my co-host on the Rabbit Hole 13. Again, make sure you guys check us out Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, one night stand. A lot about my name, Sheila, go-to name. I don't know why. It just flows. It comes out naturally. They say, what's your name? Sheila. Don't got to think about it. I don't hesitate. So that's what I rock with. But when it became more than a one night stand, I eventually had to tell him my real name. You look nothing like a Sheila. That's why it's funny. Oh no, here they come. Does that count? I missed the comment. What was wait. I had a one night stand that actually lasted 3 days. Did y'all have any communication after the fact? How it last 3 days? That's interesting. I want to know that story. Lisa said my name is Jocelyn. Angry OG, I was running down at America's Choice and she thought my name was Mo. 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 Okay. Coldest speaker ever. No. Okay. Hey, big exclusive is in the building. Good evening. I had a few night stands. LOL. They were white. I did. Okay, wait. Then I had a one night stand. He was white, but it wasn't really a one night stand because I didn't like it, and then I blocked him. So does that count? I don't fucking know. But I just didn't. I didn't like it. He said cock. He ruined it, and it was over before it started. So that's not it. It was winter and it was snowing. Ooh, that's a bad joint. Did you like him? Like to get snowed in with somebody and you don't like them? Like that red meat, huh? Who, me or Lisa? That counts, BB. Okay, but then yeah, I guess I had a one night stand. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, as always, there's rules to everything. But again, there's always exceptions to the rules. So there are 8 basic rules to having a hookup. And Mimi, can I get that slide, please? So, number 1, don't hook up with the same person multiple times. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should miss out on a good session, but if all you're doing is fucking the same person, be on guard. Also, try to keep the activity with your fuck buddy limited to the bedroom. And the moment you feel chemicals inside your head start acting up, consider taking a break. So, do not hook up with the same person multiple times. Try to break it up. And again, if you guys are catching feelings, you might want to take a break. Number 2, my favorite, play safe no matter what. You know what that means, right? No matter how tempting raw sex appears to be, it isn't worth it. Make sure the Jimmy hat is always being used. No matter how much the guy brags about their pull-out game, don't risk it. All it takes is a single drop of sperm to leave you in a world of trouble. You and him in a world of trouble. And for men out there, don't believe that it's hard to be on birth control. Some women want to get pregnant. It's better to be safe than sorry. Besides, you could hardly be. For what I hear, though, thin condoms aren't bad. The men in the building, how are thin condoms if you ever use them? I heard they weren't too bad for y'all, but play it safe. Don't leave home without your Jimmy hats, fellas. Ladies, keep some on you too in case he try to hit you with the bullshit. Like, I ain't got one. Bam, I got one for you, bitch. I got the gold wrappers and the normal wrappers. And then if you're not built for a gold wrapper, please don't grab it. Next rule. Set straightforward and clear expectations. So, people new to the hookup culture often make one common mistake, and that's lack of communication. Talk about what you're expecting in bed. Also, try understanding what your partner likes. Once you know both of your sexual preference are, you both have an orgasm to remember. Remember, I talked about orgasms on episode 6. I broke down what they are, how to have them, and how to make a woman possibly achieve them. So if you didn't check that episode out, it's definitely on YouTube. Make sure you run that back in case you are a man that's having trouble with having her climax. 65% of the women still haven't had an orgasm. Fellas, you looking weak out here. Just saying. And most importantly, this will make sex more pleasurable and less awkward. Rule number 4, avoid casual texting and conversations. This is a big one for me. I don't give a damn about your day. I don't give a damn about what's going on in your life. If we are just hooking up, that's mainly what you should be texting me for. Casual conversation is out the door. The more you talk to the person and know about them, for more than just sex, is more than likely for them to catch any kind of feelings. And if you're not in it for feelings and you're just in it for sexual gratification, you may not want to, have all of those casual conversations. So, Mimi, can I get the slide again? I forgot the next rule. Okay. Don't introduce your friends with benefits to your friend circle. What that means is hookups are all about having sex with no strings attached. Introducing your friends with benefits to people close to you means you're letting them into your life. In fact, you never know that one of your friends may start fucking with your friends with benefit, and that will be horrible. I've seen it happen. So, and that's another story for another day. So, let's keep your friends with benefit as far as possible from your social circle. Then we have number 6, no personal questions unless they are about sexual preferences. As I mentioned before, communication is important between you and your sex partner. However, that does not mean you should start asking them personal questions. At most, you can ask them things like if they had any STD tests. Back to the play it safe no matter what. People are out here with different things. Some shit you can't get rid of. You don't want to take that chance. So, in this conversation, you may want to ask them, have you had any recent STD tests? Other than that, don't try digging into their personal life. Prying too much can make you lose the chance of having a second encounter. Keep things simple. Only ask sexual questions. Have the best sex of your life and then say goodbye. Number 7. Skip the cuddling phase. This applies to both and especially after sex. If both of you achieve orgasm, then the only reason you should be in the bed is for another round. Cuddling after sex will only make if not both of one of you develop feelings. This is why it is best to skip this phase altogether and focus on foreplay and sex. And again, my first episode, I talked about foreplay. So again, if you guys have not seen that, you might want to check that out. And last but not least, don't let your emotions take over. Whether you're going through a rough time, keep things limited to just sex. Remember, this is transactional. Your partner is there for some fun. Last thing they want is to hear you rant. If you think that you're too vulnerable, then avoid hooking up. Once you feel better, and only then can you get back down to business. Thank you, Mimi. Okay. So Poppy is admitting that he had a one night with the snow bunny before, though. Okay. Poppy might take it 3 times, LOL to be exact. Poppy, females talk all that gold wrapper, but dodge the magnum. Some do. I can only speak for myself. If you're not built for that gold wrapper, do not grab for it. Don't. Please don't. It's nothing worse than a baggy magnum. It's nothing worse than you having to try to dig that out of me after the fact because you weren't built for it. So that's what, different things, different strokes for different folks. And if you're not a stroker that fits a magnum, it's not for you. Um Brandy said 5 is important. What was 5? I don't remember what 5 was. 5. Oh, don't introduce your friends with benefits to your friend circle. Yes, that is very important. Most people feel like when you introduce them to your friends and or your family, now they're part of your life. It may be harder to then get rid of them, and they may misinterpret that as you wanting more. Mainly, I feel like men need to follow this more than women, only because they always be like, I don't know what happened. Why the bitch want to be with me now? Why she always catching feelings? This is why, because you didn't follow this list. You gave her something on the list that made it seem like you wanted more, so now she wants more. So just keep it to fucking and ducking. Don't call me unless you want to fuck. We're gonna set up a place, a time, and all of that, and then we can work it out. Anything else is unnecessary. Again, I don't want to know about your day. I don't want to know about your kids. I don't want to know about anything that you got going on personal. If you're not hitting this lineup for whatever, then that's just not it. Then they're not your friend. Lisa Carter, facts. Lisa, get tested. Yes. That's just it. Get tested. Poppy, Brandy here. Let me be quiet now. Oh, Brandy got you scared, Poppy. Lisa, partner means relationship. Yes, Brandy, I like those. Yes, see, everyone can learn something. These are the basic rules to hooking up. And I believe, Brandy, this was your topic that you get. No, yours was hooking up on vacation. So I just made it hooking up all across the board. But I think this should apply on vacation too. Maybe it's something different. I don't know. Lisa, and that's okay if it's not for you, Poppy, because you hit that little bone in the back. Lisa Carter North, I'm catching feelings if you're trying to snatch my soul. LOL. I mean, good dick is good dick. It is. Good dick is something amazing. However, comma. That's why you have to set your expectations in the beginning. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm not ready for a relationship. I don't want to have a relationship and all of those things. There's nothing wrong with that, but setting that in the beginning. And again, fellas, mainly, do not give her relationship status without, if that's not what you want. Like you can't be spending all day with her. You can't be talking to her all day on the phone. You can't be doing shit and looking out for her and bringing her around your friends and your family and all of that. If you got some good dick, I'm here to tell you she's going to fall in love. So you might want to write this list down and make sure you stick to it. That's all I'm saying. It's hard to come by. LOL. I'm holding on to it. Got you. Hooking up on vacation is trampish. It's trampish? Okay. Poppy Montega. Oh, damn. I gotta be mean. Damn near. Yes. You have to be. Because if not, I'm trying to tell you, they are going to fall in love. And then you're going to be like, bitch, this is not what I wanted. But you can't give me relationship dick. And not only relationship dick, but relationship situationships. And then pull back and say, I don't want a relationship. No, that's not how it works. Bitch, we go together now. Like, we together. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. We together. And I better not catch you with nobody else. And then you got an issue in your hand. Just call her when you want her. That's all I'm saying. Yes, Brandy, how is hooking up on vacation trampish? You know he gonna have something to say. But anyway, so my next question to you guys is, can the hookup culture be healthy or toxic? That's not fair. It's very fair. It's transactional. That's it. That's all. And that'll save you a lot of drama in the end. I meant to say GTD. Who got the draws? Poppy said, gotta have ass Piper so she don't catch feelings. Yes. You don't give bitches relationship dick if you're not trying to be a relationship nigga. Like Lisa said, if you snatch your soul, bitch, y'all go together. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bitch, be together. Yes. I want to meet your mama now. That's it. That's all. That's how some people are. Whatever. Mimi saying it's healthy. Anybody else? Can hookup culture be healthy or toxic? Um, Shannon is confused. And why are you confused, sir? What are you confused about? Maybe I can clarify it for you. Oh no, I'm keeping this wee wee. Yeah, now I want to know your mama, your kids. I want to know where she stay. I want to know where your auntie stay. I want to know where your grandma live. We go together. Fuck it. Especially if you fucking me raw. Oh yeah, we go together. You my boyfriend now. You halfway. You my boyfriend. That's it. Nope, can't give good D. She gonna fall in love. I still want to know what Big Exclusive is confused about. This is clear cut, but that's hypocritical. As soon as we have ass, y'all talk shit. Listen, you rather us talk shit or fall in love? I'm just saying. Rather get my soul snatched on vacation and catch a flight. My feelings. Facts. Oh, what? Raw? We exclusive. Exactly. That's it. That's all. You my boyfriend. That's it. Mm-mm. 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 That's it. I mean, that's a lot to happen for me to decide to let somebody fuck me raw, honestly. But if we get to that point and you fucking me raw, you my boyfriend. Fall in love. Are you rather fall in love? Give her a lame D so she don't fall in love. Now my rep bed in these streets ain't happening. Cool. Now you got bitches busting your windows out your car. Now you got bitches slashing your tires. Fat bitches. You don't want to do that. I'm looking out for y'all. Y'all can still do what y'all want, however y'all want. That's up to y'all. I'm just trying to help. So, can hookup culture be healthy or toxic? Mimi, can I get that slide, please? So, the health benefit of the hookup culture could be sexual activity and orgasms are scientifically proven to release hormones that provide mental health benefits. Oxytocin, oxytocin, famously nicknamed for the love hormone, is released during physical touch and orgasm. It relieves stress and anxiety and also creating feelings of bonding and trust. Now, I asked myself this question because for instant gratification, of course, it could be healthy as we see the health benefits of hooking up, but that's just the health benefits in general of having sex. So it could be healthy in the long term. I mean, in the short term, but in the long term, I believe it could be toxic, and I'll tell you why. Can I get that slide again, please? In a modern age of dating, casual sex is normalized. Some teenagers and young adults some form of action, don't just desire some form of action during the first hangout, they sometimes expect it. Horniness overpowers connection in this generation. Society has normalized hooking up and desensitized sex through overexposure in TV shows, movies, and pornography. This world is full of lust, and with that, love is more challenging to seek out. Easy access to sexual exploitation alters perception of what sex should be. Ideas like the hookup culture are damaging to intimacy and connection. Thank you for that. Brandy says it's healthy. What the fuck I get action from? I don't know. Angry OG ain't never had a window buzzer or a tire slash. Good for you. Because people think your name is Mo. Good for you. Angry OG sure do. Good D would drive a woman crazy. Poppy, all I got out of this is getting lame dick in this joint. It might save your life. I watch Snap. I watch, little shit like Fatal Attraction and all of that. I'm just saying, bitches be crazy. If it's not half ass, we don't get. Wait, if it's half ass, we don't get the yams no more. But if we go hard now, it's all front. They catch feelings and don't respect the arrangement. Yeah, I'm confused. It might be a little bit confusing for you, but what I'm telling you is, you give a bitch relationship dick, she expects a relationship. Not only does she respect the relationship, but if you giving her, like I said, relationship situationships, she's going to expect it. If you're calling her to check up on her, hey love, how was your day? If you fucking bringing her food, like me, you bring me food, I might be in love. But if you bring her food, if you check, if you're, looking out for, if you're introducing her to your friends, if you are doing all of these things, at the end of the day, you cannot expect her to not say, I want more from you. If you don't want more, keep it transactional. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's it. That's all. And keep it moving. That's all I'm saying. Lisa, they want a slow stroke, make love, and don't think, and then think we're not going to fall for them. At the end of the day, I'm giving you the dick. That's fine. Big exclusive. No, you changing the narrative. We talk about sex. We're talking about, yes, sex, period. Hook up. A hookup does not involve anything extra. It's a time, it's a place, it's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's it, that's all, and there it is. Hey, yo, y'all toxic. We toxic for trying to save you from yourself. Cool, got you. Probably that's why I don't hook up. See, some people know that they aren't equipped to hook up. And that's fine too. Hooking up is not for everybody. But like Lisa, she's honest with herself. I can't do the hookup, so I'm not going to get myself involved. You don't have all women that's like that. You don't have men that's like that. Some men will fall for you, ladies. If you're doing these things, he just may fall for you. So be careful if that's not what you want. That's all I'm saying. It's ways to keep you from getting into situations if you don't want to be in said situation. That's it. That's all. You can dick her down if you want to. You can give a lame dick if you want to. Do what you want. But don't say I didn't fucking warn you, because I did. I was here when I did it. I know what I said when I said it. And it's recorded. So if you're not looking for anything more, don't give it to her. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Now, Mimi, can I get that next slide? I don't remember what it was. Can I get the next slide, please? 11 slides to know if you're just a hookup. Some people don't know, so I'm here to let you guys know. So yeah, these are the signs. They compliment you a lot, but their compliments are superficial. They always center on how you look. And I mean, yes, complimenting you on your looks every once in a while is quite normal, but 100% of the time is a little suspect. It only shows that they don't see you beyond your appearance. Number 2, if your conversations always take a sexual turn. If you're asking them how their day went and they usually shift the conversation to the opposite direction, i.e. sex, then be careful. Again, it's an exception to all of these rules. However, if it don't apply, let it fly. If the glove fit, let it stick. That's all I'm saying. Do that. That's it. That's all. They don't show interest in your life. That's a big one. 3. When a person likes you, it's only natural for them to get to know you as much as they can. The person who bothers getting to know you, what's happening in your life, personally, professionally, or otherwise, is not the one for you. So if they don't give a fuck about what's going on and you want somebody to give a fuck about what's going on, they may not be the one, and you're only a hookup possibly. And they may be keeping you around for hookup purposes. Number 4, you guys barely go out on dates. And I'm talking about the traditional ones, like the movies or out in public in the daytime. See how I did that there? In the daytime. They take you out. If they don't take you out, you might be a hookup. Netflix and chill is pretty much all you two do. Number 5, your dates always end up in sex. It's all about sex and everything else is secondary. And when they decide to stay overnight, number 6, they leave before you wake up. This is a massive red flag. That's because they are only interested in using you for your body, and when they get what they want, they leave. As simple as that. They have no reason to spend the morning with you, cuddling or otherwise. They are in and out like a robbery, a simple stab and grab. So ignore the excuses, because it's exactly what they are. Excuses. So if he fell asleep, you woke up, he wasn't there, That's all I'm saying. Number 7, you don't know much about them. This is one of the clearest signs that you're just a hookup. You don't know where they work or live, who their friends are, what they like or dislike, what they do for fun. Nothing. Most conversations are mundane, meaningless, or superficial topics, and then end up in sexual conversation, which then end up in sex. So, if you don't know anything about said person, simple shit. What's his favorite color? What's his favorite food? Yeah. If you don't really have a conversation, you might just be a hookup. Where was I at? Number 8. And this is a big one. You already know on this show we're big on consent. Consent, consent, consent. If it's not a yes, it's a no. A maybe, possibly, and a no is always a no. So consent, consent, consent. Um, Let me see. You have sex even when you don't want to. This could be for various reasons, like they're a smooth talker. You always give in. You don't want to disappoint them. You think by refusing sex, they will leave you. They pressure you into having sex. Whatever the reason is, if you're not having sex willfully and happily, then they're not the type of person you should be hanging out with. And again, women and men that's in here, consent. It goes both ways. A no is a no. Please don't pressure nobody into having sex. It's not the thing. It's not a thing. Um, Number 9, they're constantly asking you for naked pictures. Now, I'm a stickler for sending nudes, surprisingly, because I like to do it. It's my thing. But only be careful when doing it. Sending them nudes every once in a while to keep the relationship spicy is okay. But a person who respects you will never pressure you into doing it. Secondly, how sure are you that they won't leak them elsewhere if you guys break up? It's better safe than sorry. My motto is no face, no trace. If you have tattoos, make sure your tattoos aren't showing if you're comfortable with sending nudes. But read the room, figure it out, fill him or her out to see if they are deserving of said pictures. Number 10, they don't bother to keep you sexually satisfied. This one is mainly for women. They often mistake a guy for being clueless or simply selfish. The truth is he doesn't care. And you're just a pump and dump. Sorry to tell you, sis, but you are. His main focus is himself, his wants, his needs, and his desires. Everything else takes a back seat. You must have noticed that he is a selfish lover. There's almost no foreplay, which is very important. No sexy whispering. No cuddling back after orgasm. No nothing. So if he's not reciprocating, if he don't give a fuck about you getting off, you might just be a hookup. Like I said, a pump and dump. That's what you are. I'm sorry to tell you, but you just may be. Again, there are exceptions to all of these rules, but more than likely, you may just be a hookup. And last but not least, you seldom know about their whereabouts. When a person likes you, they will generally keep you updated with their plans, their schedule, their whereabouts. So if you don't have to worry about them in case of long absence of communication. So what that means is, if they're deliberately vague about their whereabouts, you ask them where they went, where they been, and all of that, they snap at you, and or they don't tell you, they avoid the question, you might just be a hookup. And again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm trying, like I always say, everybody is too old to have bad sex. Everybody needs to understand what they're getting into before they get into it. I'm a firm believer of communication is key. Communicate, communicate, communicate. And some people don't. So it's best to know, and some people are unaware, men and women, that you may just possibly be a hookup. Nothing more, nothing less. This is a way to understand where you stand with said people. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Poppy, as long as when I get rock, she keep me in the back, she good with me. Randy, what's the difference between a hookup and a dick appointment? A hookup is generally, it's pretty much the same kind of, sort of, I would say. But I feel like a hookup is just that. It's black and white. I don't want nothing else from you. From that, a dick appointment could possibly turn into a relationship for me. Because with a dick appointment, you know where I live. A hookup would never know where I live. So that's my interpretation of it. Everybody's is different, but I don't know. For me, a dick appointment is generally we may be moving into some area. A hookup, not at all. We just here for that. That's it. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Um, Lisa, nah, not having no selfish sex. That's a bad hookup. Pump and dump sounds like prostatitis. That's what they do. They pump you, they dump, and they go. Just saying. Again, don't shoot the don't shoot the messenger. Um, yeah, that would be a one and done. Wouldn't hook up again. Poppy, as long as you at the door when that horn blow, do you, baby girl. Lisa, hold up, hookups, there are no feelings. Exactly. You're not supposed to have feelings. No emotions. It's just there for one thing. That's it. That's all. Thank you. And good night. Lisa Carter, that was established. The nature of the conversation is hookup culture and rules. If it's a hookup, I'm assuming it was discussed and it was understood. Sometimes. So a dick appointment means we can slay it. Yeah, I'm confused now. A dick appointment is a step up from a hookup. A dick appointment, it's kind of along the same lines. But again, you have potential to possibly be something else. A hookup is just that. A hookup is just like I said. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't like you. I'm not gonna say I don't know you enough to like you. Like I just like being physical with you. That's it. I don't give a fuck about nothing else that you got going on. A dick appointment is kind of like I said, it's like a hookup, dick appointment, and that's it. My hookups don't know where I live. Period, point blank. My dick appointments knew where I live. So, but yeah, it's levels. So if somebody makes you take you from a hookup to a dick appointment, you might be your husband next week. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Terica, good evening, Miss B. Gotta know the rules when you go into hookup means just that. Exactly. Shannon, angry OG, yeah, I'm just gonna try to get me a wife. LOL, this is too confusing. Lisa, you can be talking and casually having sex. That is that the dick appointment? I guess that'll be a good definition for it. So a one night stand is not a hookup, but if y'all spin a block again for another round, it's a hookup. Basically a one night stand is technically a hookup. But if you're seeing a hookup more than once and that's all that you want to be, then there's basic rules to follow if that's all that you want from said hookup. A one night stand would be considered a hookup. But if you split a block here and there, you don't want them to catch feelings, you might want to follow them. If not, I don't know. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. Angry OG, I'm glad I'm old and out the game. This nigga is on the sidewalk. He is never too far from the street. I know I seen last night that you said that you came to the show with somebody. Hopefully I hope it all work out. Black love is the way to be. But I know you, he's not too far from the street, so he stays on that curb. He's out the streets. But it ain't nothing for him to jump in it. Lisa, where's my husband? I'm over this. I need a good consistent peen so I can catch feelings. Lisa wants to catch feelings. So I'm glad that she said that. How to make them want you for more than a hookup. Mimi, can I get that slide? Number one, be clear about what you're looking for from the start. So if the other person really isn't ready for a relationship or they don't want anything other than a hookup, it's not your job to change their mind. I repeat, for the ones who didn't hear me, it is not your job to change their mind. If they're not ready and they tell you that they're not ready and you are, exit stage left. The more time and energy you spend with this person, the less time and energy you spending finding the right person for you. And if you find yourself constantly starting a relationship as casual and trying to transition them into something serious, you're going to have a tough time at it. So from the start. Be clear on what you want, what you're looking for. I want a relationship. I want this from my relationship. I expect this when I'm in a relationship. And if you don't meet any of those expectations, if you have no love lost, there was no time wasted, pack your shit and go. That's it. That's all. So, if you want to be considered more than a hookup, you may want to definitely clarify from the start what it is that you want and or are looking for. The next one, find out what he wants in a natural way. While we're in a relationship, label isn't always necessary at the early stages. While we're talking, I'm sorry, the relationship label aren't always necessary in the early stages. We do want to know if you're exclusive at some point. If you truly enjoy being with each other and you've developed feelings, it's fine to just tell them how you feel. So, if you feeling you like the vibe, you may be catching feelings and all this, that, and the third, it's best to put it out there as early as possible. You don't want to get your feelings hurt in the end. So I'm just saying. 3, don't pretend to be casual just because they are. When a person says they are looking to have fun, they're just supposed to, you aren't supposed to go along to get along, within hopes that you can change their mind to get to know you. Y'all remember the movie Casino, right? Anybody seen Casino? Sam Walstein, when he married Ginger, she told him, I don't want to marry you. I'm not the marrying type. And Sam said, fuck it, I'm Stan Rothstein. That's who the fuck I am. And he married the bitch and was ended up in a world full of trouble. So listen to what people tell you. You cannot change them. You cannot change your mind. You will waste a lot of time and energy with said person if they're honest with you up front and tell you this is not what I want, this is not what I'm into, and you think you can change them. You can't change anybody unless they want to be changed. Okay. Next rule. Don't sleep with them on the first date. It could be really arousing when the chemistry is there, but if you're looking for something more than a hookup, you may want to resist temptation. If you go out with somebody, the conversation's flowing, your chemistry is there, you liking him, you liking her, I would suggest drive your own car. That way you have your exit strategy, you can drive yourself home. Take your ass home. Don't sleep with them on the first date. Resist the temptation. Once you set that tone, most of the time that's what they're expecting, especially if they're only in it for a hookup. So don't get too drunk on the first date, so that way you can take your ass home and you won't be, well, you still be tempted to sleep with them, but alcohol tends to lax certain rules and boundaries that you may have. So be mindful of what you're drinking. Drive your own car. Don't go back to his house for a nightcap, because we all know what that means. Yeah, so take your ass home. Next rule. Don't answer booty calls early in the relationship. You can let them know how you want things to be without explicitly saying it by setting a few boundaries. Make them see early in the relationship what you would or would not do, what you're willing to accept, and what you're willing not to accept. If they're asking for a booty call on a regular basis, they're definitely going for something more casual than serious. So pay attention to that. If he hits you up only at a certain time, telling you he's trying to slide, you ain't hear from him all day. You reached out to him, he ain't say shit for days at a time, and then eventually out of nowhere he hits you up, hey big head, after 10 o'clock, this is a booty call. Don't want to do it. Next rule, don't contradict your hooked up status. You know when you are on a date and things get hot and heavy. That's why I say take your own car. And you tell them you want to take it slow. Then the next morning you're looking for your clothes. Pace yourself as you get to know them. So set your boundaries early. If you're not looking for a hookup and they're still trying to pursue you as a hookup, Make sure you stand tall and strong. You want to take a slow, stick to that. Pace yourself, get to know them, let them get to know you if you want more. That's it, that's all. Um, Make sure you both are initiating and reciprocating. This is a good one. You don't want to be the one that's always contacting them and always available. That's a turn off for some. Know that you have to reciprocate and somewhat initiate from time to time. Many women think men have to do all of the work. And even though this works for some, it doesn't last long because men want to feel wanted. Make sure if he reaches out to you here and there, and when he shows interest, you mirror his behavior. Some women get this very, very fucked up. Um, yes, women, we like to be chased. um Men, from what we were told, are supposed to be the hunters. They're supposed to hunt and chase you. However, comma, it does get old if he's reaching out to you all the time and you're too busy, i.e. me. If he's too busy for and you feel like, I'll get to him when I can, eventually this shit is going to get old for him chasing you. Playing hard to get it in coy is only cute for so long. So make sure you ladies are returning the energy, as they would say. So number 8, another one that we women like to do: don't be independent. Where that means putting on the front that you don't need a man. That can backfire. If you're interested in a guy and want someone in your life, let him know. If you act like you don't need a man except for sex, that's probably all you'll get from him. So again, kind of go back to rule number 7. If he is initiating, make sure you're reciprocating. Men, same thing. If she's initiating, make sure you're reciprocating. Because what's it called? Nonverbal cues is a verbal cue. If I'm reaching out, you're not reaching out, I take that as you're not interested. Vice versa. If I'm trying to make a date and you're too busy too many times, I don't have that kind of time. So make sure you guys are initiating and reciprocating. And women, don't act like you don't want or need a man if you want and need a man. Period, point blank. It's just that simple. And last but not least, know your value. Be confident in your self-worth. This goes for men and women. That you won't settle for being just a hookup. Now, with women, because I'm a woman and I have some female friends, women are that lack self-worth, they are more likely to compromise their long-term wants and needs for short-term attention, company, and affection. So this becomes a vicious cycle that women tend to do. What that means is the cycle continues. After the hookup and you feeling low self-esteem, you're usually intensified, and which leads to seeking more immediate validation and more unhealthy relationships. So, women, know your worth. Men, know your worth. But women, more than likely, I'm going to say that because I am a woman and I always see this firsthand. You get wrapped up in this hookup cycle and you want more, and he necessarily don't want more. So then you find yourself leaving him the fuck alone to then mess with somebody else, and then you get caught up again in the same hookup cycle, and then it repeats itself. So there it is. So those are the rules if you do not want to be considered a hookup and you are looking for a relationship. I need to go to these comments because I missed them while I was reading those rules. Let me see. Brandy, treat me and eat me. We won't have any issues. Facts. Poppy, bullshit. You're not going to have a power lifter just to be on social media. Move this California king over there. I don't know what that's pertaining to, but yeah. Lisa, how about you tell him no and keep him chasing what block him calls 1 + 1 = 2, and he thinks it's 3. Tony is saying, yes, Lord. Poppy, 1 + 1 = 3, though. Poppy, my Sega powerlifting days are over. Okay, so that was a shot at Lisa. Got you. And Lisa's agreeing with Brandy. Facts. Treat me and eat me. We won't have any issues. That should be on the damn t-shirt. Now, before we get into this next topic, and since we're talking about hookup culture, I wanted to talk about something because we mentioned it on the show, and I've heard it a lot from men in general. It's kind of a little bit uncomfortable to say, but I don't give a fuck. There's grown women out here that don't realize that you stink. It's sad to say. I feel like you know when you stink because you can smell yourself before anybody else. But again, some people don't know that there's a thing called bacterial vaginosis, and some of you may suffer from it. So, what I suggest, if you are a woman that gets out of the shower and you still smell, you might have it. So you might want to go to your gyno to check that out. But it's not a sexual transmitted disease. Also, if you are hooking up, if you're single, you can do what you want. You can hook up with whoever you want, how many you want, when you want. That's up to you. I'm not here to debate that. However, ladies, if you are hooking up with multiple men and you're not using a condom and they are busting at you, it can fuck with your pH. So again, what I would say is better safe than sorry. Wrap it up. But again, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to educate you and let you know. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you are properly together at all times. Now, there are some men and some women out here that like stinky coochie. They like stinky balls. I'm not one of them. But there are some that appreciates it and likes it. If you find him, congratulations. If you don't, you might get sent back on the Peter Pan ex Poppy. But if they don't like it, what I'm going to say is, make sure you check yourself at all times. My condoms will throw off your pH too. That is definitely correct, and I'm glad that you said that. However, what I'm here to say is, some people probably might take, or some women need it. What I'm here to say is, at the end of the day, we're all grown. And again, this is space. It's no judge zone here. I'm not a judger. That's not it. I heard females liking musty balls, but not stinky balls. No, there's some women that like stinky balls. And yes, Lil, that is definitely gross. Tony is saying steam the cat. Now, if you can't steam the cat, I am an advocate for a whole bag, an essential bag, a slut satchel, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I am definitely an advocate for that. So, what I'm going to say is, this is not my whole bag, but ladies, if you get something like this, a little bit bigger, I don't know where mine is because I'm kind of halfway out these streets. But anyway, at the end of the day, if you get something like this, something cute, you can put in your pocketbook, you can travel with, keep a bar of soap, keeps a washcloth, fresh pair of panties, just a slut satchel. Fresh pair of panties, toothbrush, mouthwash. Poppy going old school with the vinegar bath. I was watching a podcast. A guy was saying he doesn't like women smelling clean like water. He likes the medium dirty. LOL. There are some men that's like that. Toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash. Again, it's cute. He'll never know. You see what I'm saying? You might be going to freshen up your makeup. You take it in the bathroom, hit the hot spots. We only took a whole bath once, twice in our life, so you know what I'm talking about. Hit the hot spots. He'll never know. Men, same thing. I see men with the satchels out there. Okay. I don't know when this happened, how it happened, but I've always seen them and they always in a group. My question is, do they call each other like, bro, you wearing your satchel tonight? I don't know, but they all hang together. In your satchel, make sure you have your essentials. Same thing goes for men. So you never know what situation you might end up in, especially if you're single. All I'm saying is keep a whole bag present. You won't go wrong. Snap that pussy back. Mike Epps voice, yes. I seen that. Snap it back. Poppy Montega sound like that will burn. LOL. It wouldn't burn. And he's actually right. It snaps the pussy back from it does. Part-time job at JJ is medium dirty. Who? Lisa, put a razor in there. LOL. See, me, I don't technically need a razor because I wax all year round. Like every 6 weeks, I have an appointment on the books. So like I always say, if you know if you stay ready, you never got to get ready. So you might want to do that. And it's a lot easier too, because with razors and all of that, you might get razor bumps if you shave the wrong way. You might miss a spot. It's just a whole lot easier for me to get waxed, so that's what I do. And oh yeah, join the BB's Beauties Facebook group if you haven't also done so. Again, share, like, comment, tag a friend. Then with satchels look zesty. It's always like 3 or 4 of them in a group. Like, you ever notice that? Like, I went out one night and I seen a group of them, and they all were just chilling with their little satchel. Like, what is this? I guess it's a new thing. I'm not there. I'm not that young. I don't know. The man purses need to be stopped. Poppy's asking Lisa Carter, huh? Lil's laughing. Poppy, got it now. Poppy, oh no, I need a landing strip or something. Okay, that's fine. Waxers can do that, I believe. Angry Lisa's agreeing with Angry OG. A flock of mercy. That's funny. Yes, they definitely be having them, and I don't know. It's the thing. Like skinny jeans was a thing. I didn't get it. I don't get these satchels, but to each his own. Their purse is bigger than mine. Facts. So, ladies, keep a whole bag, a slut satchel, whatever you want to call it. The essential bag, if you're not into hoes, sluts, and all of that, you got your bag of essentials. Stay ready so you never got to get ready. You could get a wax landing strip. Facts. That ain't sexy. What ain't sexy? I missed that one. So, on the other side of the coin, I believe Tiff mentioned this in her comment about intimacy. So before we jump into that, I realized that there are 4 parts of intimacy. However, if you guys want to know about all 4 parts, I'll spin a block and do that. But tonight we're mainly talking about sexual intimacy. So Mimi, can I please get that slide? For those who don't know what sexual intimacy is, it's when 2 peoples have feelings of closeness and connectedness, as well as sexual chemistry. Their participation in sexual acts can be defined as intimate sex. Intimate sex can be gratifying for a variety of reasons. So sexual intimacy is different from the hooking up culture. I need some fur on my burger. You're old school. I get it. Poppy Montega, you said you need a landing strip. LOL. A wax landing strip is not sexy. Hit that thing with the clippers. How about you hit it with the clippers? Ain't got that kind of time. Like, but you gotta trust your nigga. If you trust your nigga with a pair of clippers close to your situation shit, by all means, if he likes a landing strip like Poppy does. I ain't got that kind of time to be in the shower trying to line myself up. So there it is. Lil like sexual intimacy. Brandy can't even can't even see they in print. Yes, clippers are going to itch. Make sure they're clean. Motherfuckers don't like to clean their clippers, okay? And anything that goes below the belt needs to be clean at all times. So make sure they're clean. Wax me up. Tony, y'all killing me. Big Rollers in the building. What up, family? Topic is what was the topic? Sexual intimacy. You missed the one about the hookup culture, but sexual intimacy is what we're talking about. And Big Roll, make sure you catch him out every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the mornings. Poppy, she done exploded in my hand if I'm down here with the clippers. It's a good time then. First and last, I cut my armpit shaving, so it's definitely not trying downstairs. Poppy, you gotta hit it with essential oils right after. Big Roll, thanks sis, no problem. So like I said, there's 4 other parts of intimacy, and again, if you guys want to know, let me know in the comments. I'll spin the block. But for the show purposes, we're talking about sexual intimacy and the health benefits of intimate sex. Mimi, can I get that, please? It reduces stress and anxiety and improves mental health, boosts your self-esteem, release of serotonin during orgasms. It fights depression and brightens the mood. It increases endorphins, which activate feelings of pleasure and happiness, heightened sense of peacefulness, improves sleep due to release of prolactin and oxytocin, better cardiovascular health, and less mortality and increased longevity. So the more you're fucking, the more your stamina. You can build your stamina. What else it says? It fights depression. Mainly, again, with any sex does, it helps you reduce your stress levels. It boosts your self-esteem. Why? Because you're close to someone, they like to touch you, you like to touch them, you like to get naked together and then hump. So the sexual intimacy can boost your self-esteem and all of those things. Poppy, got you wait get got you ready to rub some of that dust out, huh? Who's that pertaining to? And Lisa likes sexual intimacy. Brandy said it's definitely a stress reliever, but like as you can find with any sex, even with the hookups side of things, it can be a stress reliever. However, if you like closeness and things of that nature, intimacy, passion, and all of that, um, then sexual intimacy may be the way to go. Who knows? Whatever. So we have some non-physical ways to increase intimacy, and they are: make time to be together, turn off cell phones and get rid of the distractions, set aside unrestricted periods regularly as you would for any priority. Next one, give yourself permission to enjoy sex. I can't say this enough. I can't stress it enough. Sex is pleasure. It's a pleasurable thing. Enjoy it. Relax. So remind yourself that it's fine to want sexual pleasure. Value the intimacy and remember that having more sex with your significant other will make your bond stronger. Showing love through acts of lovemaking actually increases the likelihood that couples are staying together. So, ladies, if you're one of them ladies that say, I got a headache, I don't feel like it, you scheduling shit, it's not spontaneous. If you fucking laying there like a dead fish, you dead pussy pretty much. It's not the thing. Allow yourself to enjoy it. Take your time. Do it right. You can do it, baby. You know what I mean? So, what you want to do is make sure you're comfortable in your own skin first, ladies. I think that's a thing. Like, if you're not really comfortable, my thing, if you're not comfortable in the skin, stand in the mirror naked for a couple of minutes. Give yourself some affirmations. Try to embrace the things that you don't like. We're all human. We're not a perfect being. So what you want to say is to yourself, whatever it is that you dislike, instead of telling yourself, I hate my stomach, try loving your stomach. He loves it. The fuck? It's a fupa. All I will say is, if he lifts said poofa, just don't let it stink. I don't know. Next one. Communicate. Be open to listening to your partner. Men and women view sex different. Learn your partner's desires and preferences, then reciprocate. Share in an open discussion about your wants and needs. Next one, strengthen the foundation of emotional intimacy. Showing your emotions and being vulnerable can sometimes be challenging, especially when it comes to sexual relationships. Yet, if trust has been established in the relationship, you will be more willing to take more risk. You might be open to indulging in playfulness and acting out each other's fantasies. A willingness to try new things can increase excitement and satisfaction. The result will be a closer bond and discovering of enhanced pleasure. So, build the foundation of trust early. Make sure somebody is comfortable telling you what they want and what they need. Um, Go into what your fantasies are. So, you might want to hit a fantasy a time or two. It doesn't have to be every night, every time, but it's good to spice up everything. Men are sometimes a creature of habit. I know what you're going to do before you do it. So sometimes I might want to spice some things up. Let her be comfortable and him be comfortable what it is that they fantasize about. Don't be so quick to a no. Think about it, sleep on it, get back to it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. However, consider it. You never know. You might like it. Next one, be appreciative. Express thanks for your partner's loving gestures. People are in the mood for sexual activities when they feel attractive, valued, and appreciated. Not to be overlooked are compliments. You could give your partner a good compliment about, let me see, how they made you feel after the night of sexual pleasure. So, if you guys had a good session that night, you might want to tell them, yo, last night was last night was everything I needed, and I need you to be like that every time we, you know, encourage people, speak life into your partner. Just let them know you appreciate that dick. Let them know you like that landing strip that she did for you. Make her feel appreciated. On the ceiling though, not the walls. I got an ass throwing shit. I'm gonna have to take a sip. All right, y'all. I'm out the comments. This y'all starting to affect my comment. Oh, sorry. Well, thanks for showing up, Lisa. Yes. Randy, that appreciative comes naturally when the dick is good. Facts. That's definitely facts. But you might want to be more encouraging. The things that they know that you like, the more likely that they're into doing it, because again, sex is a pleasurable experience. Again, we don't want no selfish ass partner and who thinks it's all about them, because it's an experience for both of us to enjoy. Me and you. I'm here for you and you should be here for me. That's it. That's all. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, there are physical ways when the man is treating you good, the throat gets stronger. LOL. Facts. And it's at any given time. You don't even question it. But physical ways to increase sexual intimacy. Be flirty. As I said earlier, send in a sexy text, maybe a nude out of nowhere if you're comfortable with it. Again, no face, no trace. Make sure your tattoos aren't in it. And again, if you're into it, cool. At the end of the day, that was your significant other. I don't see no shame in it if it gets out, because at that time y'all were together. You shouldn't have to explain anything what you do as a grown person. But I'm different. Again, I don't subscribe to the social norms. If you do, you may not want to put your face in it. At the end of the day, at a certain age, if he's exposing your nudes, he's a lame at the end of the day, and it will show. And vice versa. Next one, engage in foreplay. Again, my first episode, I broke down foreplay and all of those things. So if you guys missed it, you might want to catch the replay. Couples sometimes act as if there's not enough time for foreplay, but psychologists don't advise that you skip this activity. Allow time for arousal. Foreplay is an important step in warming up intimate sex. Foreplay is great. Again, if you're somebody that can't last long, no shame. Not everybody can stand up in it. With the foreplay, it extends the time. So with your 5 minutes, with foreplay, it might turn into a little bit of 15 minutes. So yeah, you might want to check that out. Don't skip the foreplay. The next one is lock eyes with your partner. Prolonged eye contact during foreplay is another way to physically engage. Looking intently at the person you love can show your readiness to move forward intimately. Next one is touch is so important. Physical affection can be expressed through multiple gestures. Cuddling on the couch, massaging their shoulders, or holding hands. Sensual forms of intimacy are important too, like sharing a delicious dessert together or having your partner massage your body with oils. Just to name a few. This is also good if your partner's primary love language is physical touch. We touched on the love languages on episode 8. So to get the breakdown of the 5 love languages, if you missed that one, you might want to check that out. But if your partner's primary love language is physical touch, the physical touch is really important and they will appreciate you for it. So touch, 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 rub, 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 flip it, rub it down. Oh no. Whatever you want to do that. Big Roll, get different color hair and be 15 different bitches. LOL. You know that's my motto. I got wigs for days. He ain't know who he coming home to. But that's just me. Not everybody's into that. You gotta slow walk it. But yeah, that. And last but not least, don't forget orgasms. Now this is interesting. Women seem to find it better to find better sexual experience through an intimate romantic relationship. Women are more likely to have orgasms in a relationship than a hookup. So I touched on orgasms on episode 6. So if you didn't miss it again, if you're someone who's not able to get her there, I break down what the orgasm is, different types of orgasms, and how you can achieve it for her. So if you may struggle with that, you may want to spin the block. But it's funny because with this hookup culture that we have now, everybody is instant gratification, instant gimme, gimme, gimme. For women, it seems that we orgasm more if we are actually in an intimate relationship. Randy, definitely a name for sharing nudes. Tony, this is so me. Big Roll wants somebody to dance for him. Okay. Big Roll likes to dance. That's a good one. Do a sexy dance for him. Shit. Ain't your name Beef Bacon? You should be dancing for me too. Be nice and oiled up. Yeah. Brandy, I was tipsy one night and this guy wanted to have extended foreplay. I was like, nigga, where did he at? Like that. But good thing that she had it. Don't skip on it altogether. Play hide the chicken nugget butt naked with the big girl. I'm just not. Where you on this chicken nugget? You know what? I don't even want to know. But so if you guys want to hear about the other 4, the other 3 intimacy levels, let me know in the chat. Again, like I said, I'll spin a block and give you what those are. But in the meantime, between time, Big Road Jones, that's it. Yeah, that sounds a little different. Where are you hiding this? That's what, like, I mean, but a big girl got a lot of crevices, so it's a lot of different places that you could hide it. But are you eating this chicken nugget afterwards? I don't know. Bianca Face reading how the chicken nugget was priced, because I'm just lost for words at this point. So now that pillow talk is over, we can now move into my third segment, which is the taboo talk. Randy, he may call his peen chicken nugget. Oh, Big Roll too big to have a chicken nugget at. I'm not that I thought about it, but your stature and that's my brother. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know you like that. Anyway, tonight on Taboo Talk, we're going to talk about exhibitionism. Big exclusive. Hey family, last call for the Pollyanna if you want to join. Yes, if you want to join, make sure you send Big Exclusive or anyone on the network a message to let them know you are interested in joining the Pollyanna so we can get you in there. And as always, thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. Yes, I don't want to know nothing about that area with you. I'm sorry, just not my thing. Randy says she wants to join the Pollyanna. So send one of us a message. We'll get it over, and then you'll be added to the Pollyanna. And again, as always, make sure you guys are liking, joining, subscribing, and all of that good stuff. Sharing the content. Don't be stingy. Somebody else could benefit from it. But back to the taboo talk. Mimi, can I get that slide, please? So, exhibitionism. If the term exhibitionist make you feel icky, it's probably because you never heard it in the sexy content I'm using. pretty much. Unfortunately, there's a other side of exhibitionism. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. That's non-consensual mental condition characterized by the compulsion to display one's genital in public, which is both disturbing and illegal. So we're not talking about this. I didn't say to go around showing people your wee wees and your vajayjays. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking about the kinky side of it, okay? But that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about sexy consensual side of exhibitionism. That can be used to amplify your sex life, libido, and orgasms. For those who already love being the center of attention and thrive off of people's attention, it's possible you may be an exhibitionist. If you haven't brought it directly into a sexual situation and sexual consent, exhibitionism is a sexual kink in which people feel sexual arousal at the idea of reality of being seen naked or engaging in sexual activities by others. Like maybe you're into the thought of someone watching you while you masturbate. In general, exhibitionism involves revealing body parts that are normally covered and obscured by clothing in accord to societal norms. 81% of men and 84% of women have experienced sexual arousal at the thought of public sex, which you guessed it is one of the many indicators you can have an exhibitionist kink. And always remember, kink is about continuous consent and whatever makes you feel comfortable and sexiest. Whew. Thank you for that. Lisa, we're deciding the date tonight. Okay. Yeah, so that stay tuned for the big exclusive Pollyanna that will be coming up. Yeah, rather quickly. So if you guys are interested, as always, like I said before, send us a message and we will include you in said Pollyanna. Now, is there anybody in here who think that they definitely might have this kink? Brandy's already on it. It's definitely her kink. Anybody wants to be watched? Not like to watch. Anybody wants to be watched. Anybody is aroused by the idea of Lil have done it and it was fun. What did you do? Masturbate or did you have sex in public? Or did you just have him watch you masturbate? Which was it? Anybody else? Anybody that is not for? I like to be the center of attention. I do. So it just might be up my alley. Tony is definitely a vibe. Masturbating in front of him masturbating for you, I don't know. No need for observing this. Observing. Why would you put that word? I told you I've been drinking. Observing this. Okay, sure. Why not? Me, not for me. I've done public sex before. Okay. Tiff said she don't mind people watching. Lil says masturbate. He recorded it. I've had that before, but he recorded it on my phone. Anything that's pertaining to me is on my phone. I don't let them have it. My bad, B, because I damn sure made that word up. Okay. 12 minutes long. Got you. I'm all for making a tape, though. But again, for me, that's for me. I don't know. I kind of got a little bit of trust issues. That's why I say no face, no trace. So it got to be on my phone, my whatever it is. It got to be. My girl Tiff. Let's give her a shout out. She don't mind people watching. And Shannon is being newsy. Tiff said, I'm getting off regardless. Do you feel like do you think you might get off harder if somebody is watching? That's a good question. You might. I don't know. That's how long it takes me. Listen, people will out you when they done with you. That's true. To say yes. I feel like it might be a little bit of like, because it's kind of exciting. Like, you know what I mean? Might be a little exciting. Lisa's putting on a show and Tony's dripping. Oh, shit. So yeah, we get about an hour and 40 in, so I'm about to wrap this joint up. And before I do so, it is my famous episode where I do my sex toy review. As always, anybody that has a sex toy that they would like to be reviewed on the show, send it to my inbox. I'll buy it. I'll review it live. So, Mimi, can I get that first slide, please? Before I get into this of what this contraption is. Does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Anybody? Any takers? Anybody knows what this could do? What this may be for? 24-year-old Ro was down for a lot, but 45-year-old Ro got the shirt with no sleeves, socks, do rag for my locks, not sexy. LML. Yeah. Lisa wants me to review the new Ro. Send it to me, sis, and I'll do it. That's for men. Mimi. got 3,000. Brandy, gobble 5,000. Lil, damn, she's. Tiff, I know what that is. Big Roll, that's a man cock sock. Brandy, that's our competition. Facts. Lisa, that's for them to be the best head. Got 2,000. Okay, so most of you guys are familiar with this. So, Mimi, can I please get the next slide? The proper name is Gawk Gawk 3000. It's a real soul snatcher. Generally, I review sex toys for us women. That was the last couple of shows that I did. So I wanted to do this for the men. Roll, you have a vendetta against the Rose. This is your official Rose. Now, the Gawk Gawk 3000 fits all sizes. This is a male masturbator. It feels 5 times better, and you will have heaven with lube added. It's a suction. It's 360 rotation. It has 4 different rotating modes, 10 vibration 10 vibration modes. It's USB charger included. And fellas, it must be used with lubricant. Now, I put 4 flames because based off of the reviews that I've seen online, that's what I did. I haven't tried it personally. Honestly, I don't think he may be into it, so I wouldn't know. But for the men, if you're interested, there's some rolls out there for you. There's 10 thrusting settings with 5 different rotating modes with an incredible speed and power that will stop at nothing until you're trembling from head to toe. It's made out of high quality material. It's soft enough to take care of all of your needs. The inner sleeve of its thrusting masturbator is made with soft elastic silicone. So wrap your part in its tender, juicy mouth and discover endless pleasure. And as always, it's USB chargeable, so you don't have to worry about getting batteries. Big Roll, may I ask a question to the ladies? If you're married in a relationship and your man uses this more than one per week, then you'll have sex. Would you be offended? Me personally, I will not be offended. Masturbation is natural. My thing is what I've come to learn in me being grown and as an adult. Everybody's sex level is not the same. She might have a higher sex drive. He may have a higher sex drive. This is why communication is key, and you have to be honest with yourself. If you have someone that wants it 3 or more times a week, and you are not somebody that's able to maintain 3 or more times a week, that's not the person for you. And or you can't be mad if he resorts to other things to get him off because you're not able to maintain that 3 times a week or more. I've seen it happen. It ruins relationships. So what I'm here to say is know your partner's schedule. Men have a schedule as well. I feel like men, if you're in a relationship, 2 days, he needs that itch scratch. So you might every 2 days, if he has a high sex drive, you might have to be, yeah, just know it. Therefore, you'll eliminate confusion in the end. Just my take on it. Don't know. One more question. If my man tackle gets hard with my gawk gawk and not wait, what? And not with you, would you be mad? If it gets hard for that and it's no longer getting hard for me, then you might need to cut back. That may be a problem. Lisa, my rose collects dust when I'm getting good peen. I feel like the rose keeps you faithful. That's my interpretation. Any sex toy to keep you faithful. If you're not able to get that itch scratch, you have a toy, kept you in the house, got your itch scratch, got off, you fell asleep. You ain't cheat. Just saying. Don't know. Don't just me. Just me. Tony, I'm joining him. Okay. Big roll with wait, that's a problem. Okay. To facts. Lisa, I gotta have someone who could keep up. And Tony is agreeing with me. Yes. So know your partner's schedule. Know if they have a high sex drive. Know that you're able to maintain said sex drive. Like I said, most people like to act like they're with the shits. And then when the shits is happening, not so much. And then that can tend to become a problem. And when cheating and things is involved. But when you have a toy like Gawk Gawk 3000, you shouldn't be leaving. Just what I'm saying. Use it with them. If he's interested in using it, ladies, do something sexy. I don't know. Something to spice it up. Show him that you're with it. Don't make him bust though. Like once he get there, you gotta stop it. Like cut it off at the tracks. Bow. Nope. No, you're not busting. Let him get himself together, and now it's you and him time. Just say it. I don't know. Some men just one and done. If he's not, then that's it. Bianca, if that's the case, how come when we had the show, y'all saying y'all need to cut back because y'all more dependent on the rose instead of the man? I never said that. I never said that. I've always said my rose would never replace my nigga. Never, not ever. Just saying. Just Mr. Him, all game, thanks. Exactly. Randy not busting. Exactly. I'm trying to tell you. It's called semen retention. Maybe I'll talk about that next week. But that's another thing for another day. What I'm saying is you gotta spice things up. We're too old to be having boring stale sex. That's it. That's all. And however you want to see it. Like I said before, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. My rose will never replace my nigga. Never, not ever. It's nothing better than the real thing. Period. Point blank. I know that. Hopefully, some women know that. But it's just to get over the hump. He might be at work. You got a niche. My rose is going to scratch that itch. Saying. Thank you, Lisa. Rose cannot replace the man. There's no penetration. There are some with it, though. I've seen them. But again, it's not going to replace them. Angry OG, why are you lost? Big exclusive. Why the fuck? I don't know. Just saying. Again, don't shoot the messenger. Use it. Don't use it. I'm trying to help you. Recommended memory retention for the beat and the for some of my big exclusive network sisters shaking my hand. I've always said it. Do I enjoy my rose? Very much so. Do I enjoy playing with my rose with my partner? Very much so. However, is it a replacement? And I'm saying it now if you didn't hear it the first time. Is there I can't even say it. A replacement for him? No. For some women, yes. For me personally, no. Just saying. Angry OG, I'm 54 and been fucking since the early 80s, and this is some new shit to me. My question is to the men in here. Are you buying this Gawk Gawk? You buying this Gawk Gawk 3000? Or would you be upset if she pulled out this Gawk Gawk 3000? Like, want to try some new shit tonight. Would you be mad? Y'all had the rose on a pedestal for a long time. Now y'all switching up. My rose stays charged by my bed on my end table. I ain't shamed. I'm grown. I ain't shamed. Like, you ain't gonna shame me. But I never been a woman that said I don't want or need a man either. You gotta talk to them. Figure that is. Click just been stimulated. That's all. It don't feel the same as him down there. Exactly. Right? Would y'all be mad if you got this for Christmas? Good question. Lisa Carter, yes, I'm a whole problem. No cat. I'm just asking. And nobody and all the men are silent. Would you be mad if you got this for Christmas? Tiffany and FX, I hate this. See my ass off. Angry OG, if you want to burn your stem out, be my guest. Brandy, mine is on the charger in my closet. Can't keep it out because of my child. Yo, did you see that video of the little boy that got the rose stuck? He got his mom rose stuck on his mouth. That was funny. That'll keep you stay the fuck out my room. Big Rose, soon as they come out with Gawk Gawk 5000 that makes Chicken Alfredo, I'm out. LMAO. Now the funny thing is, laughing my ass off. I've seen the reviews, like I said, and I've read some of them. There are men that's in there that's advocating fully for this toy. And not only they're saying now when they got a headache or they don't feel like it, this comes with us busting without having to deal with the attitudes. And so men are using this as a replacement. They got sex bots out here that men are using for replacements. Again, to each his own. Just saying, I wouldn't want that for Christmas. What if she pulled it out to try something new? You wouldn't want it then? And Tiff, no, I wouldn't be mad. However, I'm a woman that needs a man. Nothing can replace that. Thank you. Angry OG, what kind of gift is the rose for a man? She wanted to try something different. That's all. Big roll now. Now I wouldn't mind a stab at that 55-inch squishy torso that half a 250. See, that's what I was just talking about. No judgment. Tony lost her rose. Oh, that's sad. Lisa, sorry, Rose don't replace getting the cake getting 8. Facts. Angry OG, I'll just go cop. Okay. Tony at fucking all. Big roll, I'm cool with the iRobot chick. Nope. Tony Carter, girl, yes. Big exclusive. I wouldn't mind if she pulled it out and wanted to try something different. Okay. Thank you for that. So on that note, I definitely went over the time that I normally go, but that's generally what happens when you have good conversation. So again, I want to thank you all for joining tonight. You guys can catch me here next week, same place, same time. Again, you can catch me on the Rabbit Hole 13 with my co-host, Taj Mahal and Mr. Cheese, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And always subscribe to the big exclusive YouTube page so that way you can check out all of the great content that we have. We have something here for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as I did putting it together. As always, join the BB's Beauty's Facebook group if you haven't already done so. Again, I love you all. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for all the comments. And see you guys next time.